What is going on, YouTube? PPS here. It is our YouTube Play of the Day video. We will be rolling 2 college basketball plays for you guys today. Super pumped for today's action. Pretty small slate across sports. Obviously, we had a full day Sunday. We had a full Monday, right? We had a lot of games. Obviously, some football on there. Shout out to the Cowboys. Congrats. That was a great win, last night. Obviously, shout out to Tom Brady for being an absolute wagon on completions. It's absolutely ridiculous at this point. That play cashed in for me more times than I can even count this year. So shout out to him for being a guy for us bettors that just loves making us money. So yeah, it was a great game. Best ball, we moved on. I got 3 lineups through of my 5, which is awesome for the playoffs. So hopefully we can continue to keep rolling in those. But before we get started, if you could smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Just hit 1,500 subs. Appreciate all of you guys for supporting. We'll be back tomorrow with Pass the Prop. Obviously, I haven't been doing YouTube Play of the Days on the days of Pass the Prop because it gets to be a lot of talking, a lot of videos. And, yeah, it's just it gets to be a little bit over the top on those days. And I don't want to saturate you guys' plays too much. So we will go into recapping. We had UNC came through for us. Missouri did not. Missouri's been kind of on a downfall for me. So, but we will be talking about them a little bit today. 15-13 is the record on the season. We'll go to these 2 first. So first play, going to the MAC. Toledo is on the docket today, but I know a lot of you guys were going to play it anyway. So since you guys already know about that play, why not switch it up a little bit and get you guys another one here? 162.5 is where we're finding this over on FanDuel. Believe it is sitting at 163 DraftKings spot. So obviously I will be heading over there. I'll pull it up for you guys again here, 162.5. That is live right now, as you can see. I'm going to continue to do this because I think it helps out because I know we do get a little bit of line movement throughout the day. But what I do really like is just how fast Bowling Green has been playing as of late. And they're willing to compromise, right, to kind of run with their team, right? They scored 91 points on Eastern Michigan. They scored 79 or 88 on Ohio and allowed 79 there. And then last game they lost 108-92. So obviously they're scoring points here. And guess what? Out of all of those teams, Buffalo will be the fastest by quite a big margin. I think the second closest is over a full possession lower per game. So we're seeing them hit the over by like 30 on this. But now you're getting a team that will go quicker, right? A team that will go faster. Buffalo obviously has scored or has allowed over 80 points in their last 2 games against Miami of Ohio and Central Michigan. What I do really like, too, is they're very deep. They're a deep roster. Defense is not really their specialty, but you got 4 guys scoring 10 points a game. Jones at 15. Bowling Green is kind of the same way where they really don't have like an absolute stud. Ayers is 17 a game, but they got 3 other guys averaging 11, right? So I think this is going to be a typical MAC game up and down pace-wise. Buffalo ranks 218 in terms of adjusted defense. And then when we go over to the Bowling Green side, they're 313 in adjusted defense, but they're still playing at a top 60 pace. So top 60 for Bowling Green, I think they're 60 flat. And then Buffalo is 5th. So this should be quick, should be fast. Obviously, we've seen Bowling Green play even faster with a few other teams, but Buffalo by far is going to be the quickest team they're playing in terms of tempo. Defensively, obviously, Bowling Green has struggled. Buffalo's under 200 in terms of adjusted defense as well. I just think this is going to be an up and down affair. I really don't think that we have to be as efficient as we usually do when we're having a pace like this. I get it. I think the high over 160s, a lot of people get scared off because we're seeing like Gonzaga's games in the 160s. We're seeing like these Bama games in the 160s. But MAC, it's a different ball game, man. They want to run and gun. That's like their whole thing, right? If you watch Toledo, obviously I've watched a ton of Toledo. I can't wait till Toledo plays Buffalo. I think that's next week. I wouldn't be surprised to see that 167, 170 for a total. That game's going to be so fast, just up and down, no defense involved. I think we're going to see a lot of points in tonight's game here. And what I do really like, too, is the top 2 guys over on Buffalo and the top 2 guys over on Bowling Green, both for each side. So all 4 over 80% free throw shooters, and Ayers is 92. So If it does come down to a close game at the end, I like that either team has dudes that can knock down free throws to get us there. So love this spot. Buffalo over 162.5, facing off with Bowling Green tonight at home. All right, that was a little longer, guys. Hopefully I can get to this one and get through it a little bit quicker. Let me pull up. We're going to go over to FanDuel again. FanDuel's been giving me some – I definitely think that they're giving me better lines for these team totals. I've been getting over there a little bit more often. And let's get to it. So we're going to Alabama team total over 81.5. Vanderbilt is on the docket for tonight. Pulling up FanDuel right now to share this with you. So this is from the last game. I'll get out of that. Right here, you can see 81.5 at -120. Facing off against Vanderbilt. They hit this 1 out of 2 games last year. Obviously, Vanderbilt played them pretty well. They actually beat them in one of the games. But Bama, again, a very fast team, a team that you want to be backing overs with. They're 12th in adjusted offense, 8th in adjusted defense, and 4th in adjusted tempo. The strength of schedule, they're 2nd in the country. They're playing some dogs. They're playing some tough teams early on. Obviously, Vanderbilt is okay. Losing Scottie Pippen, obviously, or Scottie Pippen Jr. is obviously a big loss. But what I do like is even in their couple wins here, these big wins that they have, right? They beat Arkansas in their last game. They scored 97 points in there, but still allowed 84, right? We've seen them against Missouri allow 82, or 85, and they scored 82. So they're willing to run when needed. Vanderbilt is when they're playing these quicker teams. Obviously, Bama will be at the top of that list, right? There's only 3 teams faster: UT, Rio Grande Valley, St. John's, and Long Beach State. That's the list, right? And then it goes Bama and Buffalo. That's your top 5 in terms of pace in the country right now. And Bama's got some dudes, right? We love to watch Bama. They're fun. Obviously, that big win earlier on in the season with Gonzaga there. You got Mark Sears, Miller, both over 15 a game, Clowney at 10. I just think they're going to be too much. I think this pace is going to be able to, like I said, have you be a little bit less efficient. We obviously saw them score 100 in their last game. I think that is a nice leaping spot here, right? We had 84 against Jackson State, 78 Mississippi. We've hit this in 4 of our last 5 games for Alabama, and then obviously that 106-point thrashing on LSU, 84 against Ole Miss. Like, this is gonna be a fun game. I'm really excited to watch. Honestly, I think that this game could be a little bit closer than I thought, because if you look at just sheer numbers, Bama should probably be a little bit more than a 7.5-point spread favorite in this one. So hopefully it stays a little bit closer. Hopefully we get those end of the game free throws. I always like backing these teams that have good free throw shooters on them. And then outside of free throws, right, we have Miller and Sears over 80%, but they're both over 40% from 3 as well. So I think obviously you're going to be having that sag off with Liam Robbins. It's kind of almost like the Bucks, where we have Brooke Lopez, Bobby Portis, where they sink off and allow those 3 balls. I don't know what they're going to do if they do high pick and rolls, if they're going to send Robbins over the top, or if they're just going to have him sit back, which I would assume they're going to sit back. But if there's a team that I would like to do that with, Bama's not on that, right? Bama is going to snipe from downtown. I think that both those guys, if you can get some 3-point props, maybe on Prize Picks, I know they have some options there. I'll be on Stathero, probably betting on both of those guys in terms of head-to-head stuff. I think they're going to be shooting a lot of threes. And I think that this is going to be a great spot, because I think this is a tough individual matchup for all these guys defensively. Like I said, Miller is an absolute beast. Sears has been obviously very, very good this year as well. So loving both of these spots quite a bit. As you can tell, we're already 10 minutes into this video, and I try to stay under that. So thank you guys so much. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. We should have another guest for you guys tomorrow. I know everybody loved John, and well-deserved. He obviously is very good. Hopefully we'll have him back on soon. But hopefully I'll be able to talk to you guys about that here shortly. So recap: Buffalo over 162.5 at -110. And Bama team total over 81.5 at -120, 1.5 units there. 15-13 on the season so far, guys. Hopefully we can get another couple winners here. So have a good one. Best of luck on all your bets today. And hopefully with this smaller slate, we can still cash in some tickets. So have a good one, guys.